All right, I just grabbed a ladder. Let's go take a look at our other projector box. Yeah, hey, there's Santa. Hey, what do you call Santa Claus that's broke? St. Nicholas. Ha, yeah, I'll be here all day. All right, I'm gonna get a shot just from back a little ways here, and then just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about before I do this. So this is the projector box for our small screen. And as you can see out here, for one, I don't have a lot of distance from my sidewalk up to my porch, right? I think I got about 15 feet here. So I have to have this projector box all the way out to the sidewalk here. And then the other thing is you can see we've got this matrix panel on top of the porch here. And that poses a problem for having a projector down low because it wants to cut the bottom of the image off. And even when you adjust the image up to get over it, you still get that light that casts a shadow, and it's like almost halfway down that it does that. So I had to really jump this enclosure up a ways, and this is a real simple enclosure I built. This is basically just a wood box that I built out of some scrap plywood, and you can see I actually had to add on to it. This was the original box here, and then I needed to make it a little taller when I went to a little bigger projector because I needed some more airflow. And so here's the inside of the box, and basically what we have out here, I keep a separate Pi out here with a network switch so I can run some additional network stuff out to other projectors out in the yard. And then power supply. This is a smaller projector. This is just a PowerLight 107, which is plenty for shooting onto this front porch here. And then lots of airflow. These are some aluminum soffit screens. You can pick these up real cheap. And then I found I still needed some more, and so I had some of these plastic bud covers. So I added one right here. This right here is right where the intake is on this. So I added one right in front of that intake because I found I couldn't move back once I put all this equipment back here. And I wanted to be sucking some fresh cold air right into that intake. And then same thing over here. I added one right up near the exhaust port there. And then I still found, because this is a wood enclosure, wood is a real big heat trapper. It's pretty thermally stable. And so it did not release the heat very well. And so then what I did, I had some of these old 4-inch 12-volt fans. So I went ahead and just cut a couple of holes right in the bottom of this thing and put these fans in there. And that solved my heat problem. So the fans with those two vents solved the issue. And then for elevating and securing this is just a treated 4x4 I painted black. And then this is the base for a mailbox. It's just a plastic mailbox base. And so again, another part you can pick up real cheap at the hardware store, screw them all together, and that solves it. This is just a hinged cover on here. And then to save having to do any kind of weatherproofing, I just made it with this lip so it overhangs, so you don't have to worry about any weather blowing up in there. So, and then again, same cam lock I have on the other one, and everybody seems to leave it alone. I've never had any issues with kids or anybody messing with it as they walk by. So, and even still, it's good and secure. And then in the ground, I've got one of those 3-foot steel mailbox posts, and I just drove that baby right in the ground. It stays there all the time. And so when it's time to do a show, I just drop this right in. I run a screw through each side to get it locked in and level. And then at the end of the season, I back the screws out and I just drop a scrap of 4x4 in there, just so it's not a tripping hazard. And the grass pretty much kind of lays over it and you really don't even see it. So then I can drop my projector right back in the exact same spot every single year. And then just a hole in the bottom here for the wires to come out. And I'm kind of a neat freak, so I like to zip tie everything and keep it real neat and tidy. And so that's it. And this is just a 100-inch screen. So again, the PowerLight 107 is plenty for that screen. And I'm able to do front projection here. so I get good reflection out of it. So this has been a real good setup. This has worked well. And like I said, the last thing, for getting over top of that, this right here is just a little piece of coral that I dropped in here, because this was where the lighting, the light shadow that was just kind of, it, you could still see the pixels light up and everything, but those top probably 6, 7 rows of pixels were a little bit not as bright because of the projector light coming over. So by putting this in here right up against the projector, it acts like a barn door basically and trims that light. So I still get full image up on the screen and I don't get any bleed over down onto the pixels. So there's there's the setup for our projectors. I am doing a new one, which will go right here under this arch for the mega tree over here. And it's going to be a very similar box to this one. It's just going to be inverted sideways. So I won't do another video for it, but it's going to be just like this. It'll be standing vertically, and I'll just stake it right to the ground there with a clear shot to the tree. So I won't have any issues, I don't think, with that one either. So there you go. Do it yourself projector enclosures on a budget.